In this exercise, we will design the user interface using buttons and text boxes. Here we will design the form interface with text boxes which will accept input values from the user. Label controls are used to display static text on the form. After the user inputs the data, he then has to click the calculate button to process the input data. Button controls issue commands to the program from the interface by raising click events, which are handled by the form class. Now we will see how to design this form and learn more about the controls on the form. Now in the Forms Designer, we drag and place label and text box controls and position them as shown here. We set the text property of the label control to ask the user to enter values of A and B. We modify the name property of text box controls so that we can easily identify the text box control to read the values of A and B and calculate the sum of A and B. For the calculate button, we set the text property as calculate. We define click event handler for the calculate button. For the close button also, we set the text property and add click event handler. In the source code script file of the form, we see that all controls class objects and their properties are defined in the initialize component function. We have already seen the code in the program script file, where code to import the CLR module and other modules is present. The definition for calculate button click event handler is also defined here. All the controls are added to the form's control collection object. Now we understand the calculate button click event handler code. Here, using the text property of the text box control, we get the text value in the text A and text B text box. Here we have to keep in mind that text box values are always string values, and for numeric operations, we need to convert the string value to numeric value. This is called type conversion operation. We convert string value to float value by using float function and then add the two values and assign it to res variable. We again convert this float value to string value using string function to display in the result text box. Now we run the application and see the program. Here we enter value of A and B and click calculate button. We get the result in the results text box. So in this session we have learned how to use basic controls like labels, text boxes and button controls.